Just relieved. I mean, as you said, it's been going on for a little while now, and obviously you tend to get frustrated, but I always kept the faith and I believe that it'd happen, and luckily enough we're here now.
Why has it taken so long?
I have no idea. I mean, a lot of things go on behind the scene, but the only thing I'm concentrating on now is I'm happy to be a Sunderland player and just want to kick on and hopefully play a part in the game on Saturday against Hearts.
How frustrated did you get during the last 3 days, if not the last week?
Yeah, it has been a frustrating time, as I'm sure many people are aware of, but at the same time, I never let it get me down. The amount of messages I've received from Sunderland fans and wishing me to come up here and really want me to play was obviously a key in me wanting to come here, and now I'm here. I'm just delighted to be here and want to kick on.
I think you heard some of them on one of the local radio phone-ins yesterday, didn't you? They were excited to get you, the ones you heard.
Yeah, it was. It's always a nice feeling. I mean, it's been a while since I heard anything like that. But as I said, I'm delighted to be up in the North East now, and I just can't wait to get going.
What is it about this region and this club in particular that makes you want to be here and makes you excited about what you can achieve?
I think it's just the passion of the club. I mean, I remember playing here last season for Tottenham, and I mean, the fans got behind their team, and it was like a strange atmosphere because it was just so passionate, so loud. And hopefully, if I can come up here and experience that, it's only going to help me as a player.
Do you owe a bit of a thanks to Steve Bruce and everyone at the club for pursuing you so hard?
Oh, definitely. I mean, a lot goes on behind the scenes, as I said, but Steve Bruce and Niall Quinn, they've all behind the scenes really tried hard to make this deal work on numerous occasions. I mean, I knew we were close like once or twice, and then it got knocked back again. It's like disappointing. You've got to pick yourself up again, but I said they stick with it, and they showed real belief in me, and I'm just delighted that they've got me here finally.
Is it an exciting squad to be joining? Cameron Jones, Fraser Campbell, big firepower up front. What do you make of the team that you're joining?
Yeah, it's a fantastic team. I mean, hopefully, considering the players they've got, last season to be fighting relegation is a bit odd because they've got some fantastic players in the team, and which is another reason I wanted to come here. To be playing with people like Steed, who I thought was, our best player when I was at Spurs. Kieran, as you said, Anton, Kenwyn, Fraser. I'm looking forward to joining them guys and helping them hopefully have a strong finish to the season.
As the people here sold you the club and tried to convince you to come, what's their vision? What the new owner is in place. That happened over the summer. What are they expecting to try and achieve?
They just want obviously a better season than last, obviously, and just a solid finishes, and that's why I fall in as well. I'd like to have a nice solid finish, not to be worrying about relegation, just enjoying our football and beating teams and playing as well as we know we can do.
Eric Black was reeling off some interesting stats about your goal scoring record in the last couple of days. How do you reflect on your time at Tottenham?
Well, obviously I've got my thoughts on Tottenham Hotspur as a club and what happened to me, but as I said, I don't really want to get into it too much now. Whatever happens now, and all I want to do is focus on the future now at Sunderland Football Club and hopefully have a better experience here than I did there.
You were top scorer last season with limited opportunities. Do you think that you did as best as you could with the game time you got?
Oh, most definitely. Every time I tended to take on the picture, I had some influence in the game with not scoring or trying to or making one or just working hard and doing as well as I could for the team, and that's all people can ask of me. But as I said, now my time at Tottenham's over. I'm a Sunderland player now, and I'm just delighted to be here.
Did you know it was over realistically when Harry Redknapp said what he said after you had that miss and he said his wife could have scored it? Was that the point where you thought, you know what, I'm not sure I can stick around here?
Well, after that game I was obviously disappointed to hear the comments, and to be fair I thought it got a bit blown out of proportion, but that's the way football is. But as I said, I responded a couple of games later by scoring my first game back, scoring 2 goals against Bolton, and it's all forgotten about. But as I said, I don't really want to reflect on obviously what Harry said and my time at Tottenham Hotspurs. I'm a Sunderland player now, and hopefully I can bring goals to the table and they can help Sunderland become a force in the Premier League.
Do you have a point to prove though to any doubters that remain out there?
Oh, most definitely. But at the end of the day, you could score as many goals as you want. You're always going to have criticism from everyone. But for me, I want to prove something to myself, really, that I can, I can still score the goals. Even though I scored a lot of goals last season, I want to surpass that, and hopefully I can, hold down a place at Sunderland first team and take it from there.
Big year for anyone English for the World Cup coming up, isn't it? Have you thought about that?
No, not really. After what happened to me the last one, I've not really thought about it too much. But as I said, my main focus is Sunderland Football Club, and anything comes after that is second.